There's only one thing to do.
Drop it. Yeah.
So, I don't have an upload schedule, but I noticed that I don't have any Wi-Fi battles that are actually Wi-Fi battles on my uploads, on my 8 featured uploads. So, I'm going to work on that by bringing you some actual Wi-Fi, some real Wi-Fi battles. Both of these are very old. This is against RDOG, numbers, whatever, I don't remember. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. And this is actually the prize match for winning his OU tournament. And let me just say, this is a really shitty prize, and I completely resent RDOG for this being the prize. I would rather there was no prize than this being the prize. And on top of that, there's a prize to the prize. If I can beat him in a game, he will give me a Keldeo. So, that's my ambition for beating him, I guess. I already have a Keldeo. I think it's retarded. So he has the first turn Butterfree, which I have nothing for, and that's going to come in to haunt me later, because Gardevoir is a terrible thing to be put asleep. It is Choice Scarfed. I need it for revenge killing. But I'm just going to have to make do. I'm going to set up my Sunny Day on his Shuckle, because his Shuckle is just setup fodder. I've got the taunt, I've got the Heat Rock, so my Sunny Day is extended to 8 turns. So now I can just start killing stuff, really. Choice Specs, Modest, Max Special Attack, Exeggutor with Psychic is no slouch. I'm going to switch out here, fearing the Shadow Ball. But I'm not sure if he predicted that or not. I'm just going to say he didn't, because RDOG isn't the brainiest of players, and he, I don't know, I think he just wanted to use Nasty Plot. So now I'm going to switch back into Exeggutor, predicting a Thunderbolt, and he does go for it, and thankfully I do not get paralyzed, even though it does over half my health, so that's kind of scary. So I'm going to go for Leaf Storm, and I hit it. This was pretty important. If I had missed Leaf Storm, the game would have sucked. So Mr. Mime's out of the way. He's going to bring out Manectric. Because I have Choice Specs, my Leaf Storm is still going to be really powerful, and because the sun is up, I am going to take out his Manectric, clean and clear and under control. And on Skype, he was bitching about this. He actually told me that sweeps don't count as a match, and he was threatening not to give me the Keldeo then, because I was going on, like a 2-turn sweep with Exeggutor. So he was whining like a little baby, so I don't recommend that you subscribe to RDOG. I just find his videos entertaining. So yeah, there's that. He's going to miss Toxic, actually, which is funny, so I get Stealth Rocks up for free. He's going to hit Toxic this turn, but I still have my Lumberry intact, so that's great. I'm going to nom my Lumberry, and now I can just go for another Stone Edge, and that's going to be perfect. I'm going to take that Shuckle, and that is going to be great, and now he's going to bring in his Caracosta. Now, these following turns are absolutely crucial to the match. He's going to go for Shell Smash. I'm going to go for Earthquake, and he's going to nom his White Herb so that his defense is back to normal, which is pretty important, because if he didn't have a White Herb, this Earthquake would have been a KO, because I have Adamant Max Attack. That does a lot of damage to Caracosta. Caracosta has really good defense. He's going to go for Aqua Jet. I have Sturdy, so this is not a problem. I could just fire off an Earthquake, but I'm going to make a vital error, a big misplay. Go for Sucker Punch. When I had this match, I completely blanked that most Caracosta carry Aqua Jet. So, that turn right there cost me the match. Little spoilers. So no, I'm not going to get that Keldeo, and he's going to upload his end of this match on his channel, which he already has, and he is going to have the gall to tell his watchers, to tell the audience that he kicked my ass, when, in fact, if I had gone for Earthquake, it would have been a 5-0. And he's down to his last Pokemon now anyway, so this is a close match. I would call this a good match if he wasn't being such a dick about it. He's just going to sweep my team because Tauros outspeeds everything I have, and it can super effective hit with Rock Slide, and with Sheer Force and Life Orb, Rock Climb does tons of damage. I've used Tauros in the past. He's very fun to use. I was praying for a Rock Climb miss, or a Stone Edge, or not a Stone Edge, a Rock Slide miss, but neither of those things happen, and Rock Climb is very low accuracy. It's 85. It's pretty low, so I could have come back here at any point, but he's just going to land all of his attacks, which sucks. If I had led with Wartortle against Butterfree, he might have set up instead of putting me to sleep, and then I could have hazed him and broken his sash with Scald and stuff, but this is just what happens. And Boy George, I need you so badly for revenge killing right now with your Choice Scarf Focus Blast, which probably would have missed and I would have died. But, you know, I'm asleep, so that doesn't help. He's not going to miss the Rock Climb. I was hoping he would miss and then I'd wake up, but it's not going to happen. And I don't get the Keldeo, and RDOG is a whiny little bitch. Let's get on to our next Wi-Fi battle. This is a pleasant, underused battle against BetterEdThanSmeg, who is not a whiny little bitch. He is actually a very nice friend of mine. I have a lot of British friends who play Pokemon. I have 3. I count that as a lot. This is my kind of gimmicky Zoroark team. I'm going to lead with my Choice Spec Zoroark, and I am going to successfully Zoroark fool him into going for Stealth Rock instead of attacking me. So that's great. I was absolutely dreading the Gyro Ball because that would have done a lot of damage. But he doesn't have the option to go for it now, since that Dark Pulse with Choice Specs boost did over half his health. He's going to switch into Mr. Flibbles here. I'm going to go into my safest switch, which is Old School, the Blastoise. He's going to go for Hydro Pump, which makes me suspect he is offensive, with Grass Knot and Agility and whatnot. But I think it turns out he's like a mix of defensive and offensive. He's like defensive with Hydro Pump. It's kind of weird, but it is weird. He doesn't follow Smogon standards. He's going to successfully Rapid Spin block with Dusknoir, which is a very good move, and I fall for it hook, line, and sinker. I should have gone for Toxic there, but, you know, whatever. I'm pretty gullible. I do go for Toxic now, and he's just going to burn Old School the Blastoise, which is, it's okay. Now I'm going to switch out and go into Zoroark. I know that I can take any single hit, barring the unprotected Focus Punch. That would have been a really good play, but I guess he doesn't have it. He's going to go for Thunder Punch instead. Had he gone for Focus Punch, that would have been really badass, and that would have really screwed me over. But he goes for Thunder Punch instead, which is okay. Slim Shady. I think that's a very humorous name for a Zoroark, because the real Slim Shady has stood up now, because you've broken his illusion ability, whatever. He's going to kill my Zoroark with his Zoroark. And that was a speed tie. I don't know. I guess I Death Foddered Zoroark there, but yeah, there's a little Zoroark on Zoroark action here. There's a little Water Starter on Water Starter action too. So this Nidoking is the bane of my life. It has swept me before, or it has almost swept me before. I think it has swept me before, but this is a mixed defense, Amoonguss, and that is definitely Life Orb Flamethrower damage, and I live it. and I get to put him to sleep. So both these matches kind of have a little theme of sleep attacks being absolutely crucial to winning or losing matches. I'm going to switch out into old school now, so I can, if Nidoking stays in, I can get a free Scald on whatever, and that's great. But it just so happens he's going to double switch into Crichton. His health is a bit high, so I'm going to try to wear him down with some Scald. Don't get the burn, that's okay. He's going to go for the Earthquake, which does very close to 0 damage. So Crichton is just going to munch those leftovers. I'm going to munch that burn, and it's going to hurt. Now he's going to go out into Mr. Flibbles, and it's going to be Water Starter versus Water Starter. I'm going to go for Scald, and I think I do get the burn here. Yes, which is very useful, because Mr. Flibbles is, you know, very cross, and he is rampaging, and I need to get some residual damage on Mr. Flibbles. I'm safe to go for Rapid Spin here since his Dusknoir is dead, so that's great. Rapid Spin, Blastoise is there just to pull off the Zoroark illusion perfectly, since if Zoroark is pretending to be a different Pokemon that is, say, weak to Stealth Rock, and it switches in and it only takes normal Stealth Rock damage, that gives away the illusion for any experienced player who's actually paying attention. So yeah, that's why I have Rapid Spin Blastoise on this team. Mr. Flibbles is going to take me out, but it's okay. It's kind of a stalemate since he's just going to die next turn to burn. I am going to kind of roll the dice here. I'm going to try to get a Hydro Pump miss, but it's not going to happen, which is kind of lame. But I do have leftovers, but at the same time it's kind of dumb. But yeah, I just wanted to risk it. Risk it for the biscuit. I don't get the biscuit this time, but it's okay, because he's just going to go down to the burn. Now he's going to send out Crichton, the frickin' Bronzong. I actually carry Thunderbolt. And that isn't a real Bronzong, that is a Zoroark, my friends. I think this is a speed tie as well. Yes, I believe Zoroark and Mismagius have the exact same base speed, so that's interesting. I'm going to win the speed tie that time, which is pretty important, although I could have just gone for V-Crate. So yeah, I'm going to be able to nicely take him out with the frickin' the frickin' U-turn. Holy crap! This is my pride and joy of this team. If Zoroark isn't doing damage, this guy is. This guy is a unique set that you won't find on Smogon. He is Adamant Max Attack and Speed with Wide Lens, so that High Jump Kick will hit 100%, actually it's 99% of the time. And then it also makes Stone Edge hit more of the time, which is, I think, 88% accuracy now, so that's good. I do get a crit on Stone Edge against Victini. I knew that he would be bluffing the Choice Scarf and not actually have it, so that was actually a pretty slick move by me, staying in and going for it. Dave Force, the Nidoking, is asleep, so this is kind of a mirror of my first match, where a very important Pokemon for him is asleep. Yeah, Sword Dance, High Jump Kick actually one-shots, so that is the very scary and confusing destination of my choosing damage of High Jump Kick. And on top of wanting to actually upload real legitimate Wi-Fi battles, I am going to try, this is kind of a guinea pig of a match, because I am going to include the in-game audio, and I just want to see how that pans out, because Pokemon has nice music, so yeah, I really don't see why not. So that is going to be my two matches. Come out, rate, sub if you want to. I really don't care if you do or not. I'm really doing these videos for my own personal enjoyment, but if you do like it, please give me a thumbs up. And that is going to be the end of my matches and my rant. Good day to you, sirs.